Our presentation is going to be on Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos. Our presenters are Christian, Jalissa, Morgan, and me, Ingrid. Dia de los Muertos is a Mexican holiday which is celebrated by many people in South America and people of Mexican descent worldwide. There are many reasons we chose Dia de los Muertos for our final paper, and upon discussing, we realized that we were at different levels of familiarity with this topic. Some of us celebrated every year, some of us had family who did, and some of us had never been exposed to this part of Mexican culture. When looking over the information we found online, we found that at a glance, many look at Dia de los Muertos and do not understand the cultural significance it holds. We come to find that one of the most common misconceptions was that Dia de los Muertos was the same thing as the holiday of Halloween in the United States, but it's more than that. It's a holiday where people get together to celebrate the life of their deceased loved ones. In this video, we will discuss the historical background of Dia de los Muertos and what changes has gone over the years to create what it is today. We also talk about traditions and rituals that accompany it, and lastly, we talk about the very recognizable dress and the significance it holds to Dia de los Muertos.
The Day of the Dead started around 3,000 years ago. They wanted to celebrate the queen of the underworld that watches the past bones. She would watch the past bones but also bring them back into the living to create new life. But in order to do this, she would have to take the bones from the king of the underworld. And then they wanted to celebrate her for all of the sacrifices that she made for them. Then, when the Spanish came in and invaded, they watched the Day of the Dead festivals throughout the whole month, and they decided they wanted to merge All Souls Day and All Saints Day. All Saints Day and All Souls Day were celebrated October 31st through November 2nd, and when they combined with the Day of the Dead, they just moved the Day of the Dead to October 31st through November 2nd instead of being the whole month of August. When they combined into this, it kind of lost more of the meaning for worshiping the Queen of the Underworld and more just transitioned into celebrating past life with family members and ancestors.
Traditions and ritual. Copo is a tree resin that is set out in ofrendas. It's used to draw in the spirits, as they say that the smoke takes the prayers to heaven and to the gods. It's placed in a little bowl, as seen on the picture on the right. Aztecs and Mayans used copo. They placed it in clay bowls. That is also similar to what this lady on the right side picture is holding. I like the movie Coco. It's a great example, and it does a really good job in showing how Dia de los Muertos is celebrated. It does a good job of showing the traditions, the rituals. Two of the main characters are Abuela and Miguel. So Abuela, throughout the movie, if you haven't seen it, Abuela explains to Miguel what it is they celebrate each year, why they celebrate it, and the meaning behind a lot of the things that you see in this movie. If you want to learn more about the Dia de los Muertos, I highly suggest that you watch this movie because it really does a good job of explaining what Dia de los Muertos is and the meaning behind it.
Women dress for Day of the Dead. On this day, women would decorate their faces by using black and white face paint. The color black and white face paint was commonly used as the base color for decoration and to make their faces look like skeletons. They also use makeup and flower hats, which they just get creative with it, make themselves look totally different than they would normally look like on the regular day. They also have accessories, big earrings, bracelets, necklace, just really shiny things that's gonna pop out and show bright color. The main dress for women on this day was the traditional Mexican dress, which is made out of cotton and is colorful. They use super bright colors for the dress, just like shown on the picture right here. And the dress was called the Umbrella Pobla dress. This dress has unique patterns and unique design. The fabric and everything that comes with the dress was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool, and it shows how Mexicans celebrate the Day of the Dead. Next slide. So just like women have specific dress, men also have their own specific dress for this day. Theirs is the men's are a little bit simple compared to the women's. Men have a dress shirt and ties, suspenders and canes, and they also have their traditional shirt, which is the guayabera shirt. The guayabera shirt is a white short sleeve shirt that's made out of cotton as well, and they have the costume, the skeleton costume. Gonna get creative with those kind of costumes. Mainly, it would be the skeleton costume that they wear, and they also have the carretas, which is if you didn't feel like painting your face on this day as a skeleton, you can wear the mask, the skeleton mask, basically. And just like as women, men also would paint their faces with the black and white colors, make themselves look like skeletons, and they will also write the name of the loved one who passed away, and they do that as a way to overcome the fear of death, and also to honor the loved one who had passed away. Day of the Dead colors. So color is really important on this day because Mexicans believe that bright colors helps guide the dead's their journey back to life, basically. So it helps them, their spirit, come back to life and celebrate this day with them. So each color that are used on this day has represents something and has a meaning behind it. Just like pink color, which represents happiness and celebration / youth. Youth because remember of the children that passed away. They're also known as angels. That pink represent basically them, and also the happiness and celebration of life. We also have the yellow color, which is represent sunlight and life. With the yellow color, there is a marigold flower, which is the main flower used on this day. Is also as a way to help the dead with their journey back to life on this day, to celebrate with their loved ones. And yeah, you also have the red color, which represents the blood of Christ for Christians or people who are religious. And for other people, they believe it represents sacrifices. You also have the purple color, which represents grief and pain. And the white color, which represent the renewal of the spirit. And black color, which we see that being used for the base color for skeletons and things like that when you're trying to decorate your faces. This black color represent land of the dead, basically, on this day when they come back from the dead.
Overall, we hope that our presentation helped you gain a little bit more insight as to how dress is an extremely important aspect of Dia de los Muertos, as it is used to express a plethora of different cultural traditions throughout Mexico. This holiday has gone through so many changes in the past, but the heart of the holiday remains the same. Dress is used to express grief, mourning, loss, love, religion, culture, tradition, hope, and so much more. During Dia de los Muertos, dress helped portray death in a more positive light to remind people that death is part of a natural human experience. It's an occasion for remembering and celebrating those who have passed on from this world. And we hope this presentation gave you more knowledge about the power dress holds in relation to Mexican culture.